Welcome to the next video. In this video, we'll look at economics of selection of equipment to do the process. So what kind of process we should choose? So let us look at what is called crossover chart or break-even chart. Let us take one process where volumes are quite low and variety is very large. So we'll call it as process A. When volumes are low, in that case, you have got low fixed cost. So fixed cost is shown here. So volumes are low. So this is the fixed cost. And since variety is large, so you require more skilled people and they are more expensive. And we have variable cost. So variable cost is shown here. This is the variable cost. So this is the total cost at different volumes. So if your volume is here, total cost will be this. If volume is here, total cost is this. If volume is here, total cost is this one. Let us take another process. Let us call it process C, where volume now are very large, but variety is low. As I told you in the previous video, when volumes are large, then fixed cost is large. So fixed cost is larger when volume is large. But if volume is large, you require people who are not highly skilled and therefore they are cheaper, which means your unit variable cost is low. So if you draw that will come like this. And here is the volume. So if your volumes are low, this is the process which is going to be economical. And if volume is high, this is the process which is number 2, that is going to be economical. I will explain you in the next diagram once again. So this is the economics that we captured. So total cost of operating is fixed cost, this should be positive, fixed cost plus unit variable cost into volume. So fixed cost is the cost of equipment whether you operate or not. Another is unit variable cost. This is largely the labor cost. And then is the volume. If your volumes are low, the whole of this is going to be very low. Fixed cost is high. And if your volume is very large, fixed cost will become a smaller proportion of your total cost. So let us look at and put both of them together in the same graph. So we have got volume is low. So our fixed cost is 20, and if volume is large, we are buying expensive equipment and our fixed cost is 400 and this was 200. So let us look at what will be the economics. Okay, for process A, we have this one coming here, and for process C, it is this. So what we find is when volumes are low, this is the curve which is lower, which means this particular economics works. When volumes are low, go for process A or go for that process which is actually process focused. And when volumes are large, you will find this curve is lower. So it is this curve which is the process C that becomes more economical. So this is the volume which divides when you move from A to C. This is what is crossover chart. So crossover chart, which means, let me clean it up and explain once more to you, that if we have low volume, then this is my fixed cost and this is my variable cost. So this particular curve will tell you what is your total cost at this volume. This is for low volume and this is for process 1. And there is another process in which your fixed cost is high but variable cost is lower. That is why they intersect. So up to this point of volume, up to this volume, you will have process 1 to be economical, and beyond that process 2, this process 2, that becomes economical. So the selection of the equipment that gets determined by the volume. So if we look at this, so instead of having 2, we have got 3. So we have got process A, where fixed cost is low, variable cost is very high. Then we have another process where fixed cost is higher than this. It is higher than this. And variable cost, if you look at the slope, this slope is less. And we have process C, where fixed cost is still higher, but variable cost, unit variable cost is much lower. So if we superimpose these 3 charts onto the same one, so we find if volume is less than V1, then this blue or process 1 is best, and if volume is between V1 to V2, it is this one that is most economical. And if your volume is going to be very, very high, so both these are higher, this one is going to be the lower one. So while choosing the equipment, you should look at economics, and one way of looking at economics is to consider the volume, and volume may play a very major role in terms of selection of the equipment. So these results are for this graph. It is given here. In the next video, we will look at process analysis. Thank you.